welcome to the channel, Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a Tarot Pick-a-Pile card reading on what will make your wishes and dreams come true. And if you're unfamiliar with Pick-a-Pile readings, basically you look at the piles, and whichever one your gut instinct is telling you that you should watch, whichever one you're most drawn to, that's the one that should have messages for you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you run across this reading and feel compelled to watch it, then there should be messages for you. It is possible to feel drawn to more than one pile, and if that's the case, then maybe you should watch it, especially if it's a fairly strong instinct to do so, because there might be messages in more than one pile for you. Sometimes that happens. We're also going to do some charms and our oracle spheres later on in each reading as well. We're going to put timestamps down in the description to let you know where your pile starts so that you can go to it when you're ready. Okay, this is pile 1. It has the word discover on it. This is pile 2. It has a dream catcher. This is pile 3. It has a dragonfly. And this is pile 4 and has the word dream. So we're going to give you a moment or so to reflect on the piles, and when you're ready, you can go to your specific pile, and we'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the word discover, like that. And remember, this is on what will make your wishes and dreams come true. So let's see what messages we have here. Courage. Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Okay, that's a pretty good message right off the bat there. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Sun card. The Messenger of Air, the Seven of Air, the Eight of Swords, the Wheel, the Five of Wands, the Fool card, the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, give me just a second here to see what messages are coming through here. What will help you achieve your dreams? First of all, I like the first message here about courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs and what you care about. And that is a good message for a lot of people, because sometimes we just go along and we just do whatever's expected of us, and we don't run out and just go with things. And the Fool card kind of shows that as well, because the Fool symbolizes starting out on your journey and going out there without prior knowledge of what will happen, and just going out there. And that takes a lot of courage to go out there and be unsure of yourself and to do things. And I'm thinking that that's probably what you need, is just to take that first step forward. Be willing to go on the journey. Be willing to take that step. And I think that that will, because I kind of see here where you guys are a little worried or hesitant about doing what you would like to do. There's lots of swords energies here. We have the Seven of Air, the Messenger of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. And all of these are swords energies and air energies. And they all have to do with, a lot of times the swords cards have to do with things that are blocking us, that are just kind of in our mind and in our head, or things that slow us up because we're worried about stuff, or we're not sure where we should go or what we should do next. Or like in this case, I feel like you're worried that if you go on this path that you've been thinking of, or take this one leap forward, basically take this one step towards what you would like to see happen, you're worried about the outcome. You're worried about the journey. You're worried about how people will see you. You're worried that you might have to fight for what you want. And by the way, if you do have to fight for what you want, sometimes that makes it all the much better. We do have a couple of fives here, which kind of denote some change along with the 7. And I just kind of see that the messenger of air here, in these particular cards, these 3 right here, the 7 of air, the sun, and the messenger of air, they all come from a specific card set that is supposed to deal with your present energies a lot, and what you're kind of feeling right now, or what would help you at the moment. And the messenger of air is basically the knight or page of swords, but a lot of times the knight. And but if you kind of, I like to combine the two sometimes with this set, so we're going to go ahead and do that in this reading, because I think that makes sense here. Because the pages are very curious and inspired and alert and all that, and that's kind of the full energy. But then we have the knight that's very assertive and direct and daring, and that's basically what you need right now, is to be daring and have that courage. Because I do see that you guys have the fears here and a little bit of worries, and I'm thinking this might have something to do with a job, or doing something that you like to do, doing something that you want to do. Because of the pentacle cards here a little bit, it's something that you really, it's an earthly desire, which makes sense since your wishes and dreams. It's definitely an earthly desire, and it might be a monetary one specifically. And I just really think with the wheel here too, I just kind of get the idea that you guys need to kind of change up your thinking and your attitude about it, and that will help. And that go ahead and take that first step towards your goal. Like if it's opening your own business, go ahead and find out what needs to be done to open your own business instead of just dreaming about owning one. If it's writing a novel, we'll go ahead and sit down and type out your first page. If it's, no matter what dream or wish it is, it could be about anything. What it is you need to take that first step, whatever that very first step towards that goal is. That's what you got to do. And then once you take that first step, then the next step's a little easier, and then the next step is a little bit. But once you start on that path, then you can go, hey, I'm making progress, I'm doing it. Don't worry about the whole thing of, oh my gosh, I got to do this, that, 5,000 things to get this accomplished. Just think about, okay, this is my goal, this is what I would like, this is my dream, this is what I want. Then think, okay, what would be the first step towards accomplishing that, whatever that happens to be. If it's opening your own business, would the first step be finding a place to move into if you need to have a storefront? Or if it's doing something online, would it be to take the class that you need to take? If it is doing something online and you just need to figure out, go watch YouTube videos on how to start this project. Or, it could be anything. Like I said, if it's writing a book, it could, be as simple as sitting down and just writing out the ideas for the book, or the first page, of the story. Whatever that first step is, that's what you guys need to take. That's what you need to do. You need to have the courage to do whatever it is, and that will help get your dream and your wishes coming to you. Okay, we do have some charms here, and then we are going to do the oracle spheres here in a little bit too. So be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like an answer to. Okay, so let's pull some charms here and see if there's any other advice or messages that might be useful to you here. All right. Oh, that's interesting. We have an FAR and a B. those might spell out some specific words for you, but I see far in there just to begin with. And I see that as you feel like this dream is really far away. And like it's something that's almost, too far for you, or almost farther than you can go. And I see that that's not the case, because we have some other wonderful charms here that show that. We do have some cards here. We do have the King of Spades, which is a swords card again. So I really feel like you guys need to get out of your head. You guys need to take that assertive, bold action, because we also have the Jack of Spades as well, which is basically the Page of Night energy again. So I really feel like you guys need to be bold and assertive and courageous and take that first leap. We also have the Four of Hearts. And hearts, of course, are whatever we really care about, and that kind of thing. And the fours deal a lot with our Fours of Cups, because that's what that represents. Fours of Cups often show that we're not seeing opportunities when they're being offered to us, or we're just focusing on the negative aspect of things and not the positive, or not what's available to us. And so I feel like that's kind of the first step you need to take, is change up your attitude. That's where the Wheel of Fortune also comes in. I feel like you guys need to change up how you're thinking about this. Instead of thinking it's so far away and that you can't attain it, change up your thinking about it. Because I think that's a big, big thing. We also have a tarot card here, and they're really small, so give me just a second here. Okay, it's another swords energy. Yeah, and can't tell. Okay, so by being the swords there, it's feeling trapped and like you can't get out. But once again, that's in your, that's the way you're thinking of it. If you change up the way you're thinking of it, that trapped feeling will go away. Because you're not necessarily literally trapped. It usually means there's a way out. And then you guys did pick the word discover, which to me also means that you just need to discover your own power and discover that, you do have what it takes to move forward and do this. Because we also have the star and the moon, which shows wishes and dreams. The butterflies too. To me, they always symbolize wishes and dreams and being able. We have the word trust. I feel like you need to trust in yourself and trust in the thing. Family. The Four of Hearts to me too also does represent the home and family. So rely on your family. I think they could be very helpful to you here. We also have the word forever and the word dream. Okay, so those are really good word messages. I love those for this reading here. And then we've got health, happiness, and treasure. Okay, so that just shows that you have everything at your fingertips. You have what it takes. Everything. You've got your the family and forever and trust. Just it's important to trust in your dreams and trust in yourself, and then move forward in that dream, because we have all these wonderful nature energies and things. And like I said, don't feel like it's too far. We have an 8, which is a master number. It's also a business number. If you have a life path of 8, it usually means that you're meant to be a leader, especially in wealth and business. And maybe you guys have not gone forward and done that yet, but maybe that's something that you've been thinking about, or something that's kind of deep down inside you. That's possible as well, that's there. So because that number is definitely the creator of wealth, the manifestor number, the business leader type of energy, for sure. So a lot of times people who have a life path number of 8, which there are ways for you to find out what your life path number is, which might be useful to you, but if it happens to be an 8, a lot of times those people don't feel like they're able to go out and have that wealth or whatever. They kind of hold themselves back, and I really feel like that's kind of where you guys are at, that you're holding yourself back, and you need to trust more in yourself. Okay, now we do have the oracle spheres here, and we have 4 different stands to choose from. That way there could be different answers depending on which stand you pick. We have the blue stand, the green stand, the yellow stand, and the bronze stand. And be thinking of a yes or no type of question, and we'll get our answers. Okay, we've got number 1, purple, which is probable. We have number 2, green, which is a no. Number 3, which is yellow, which is a not now. And I always like to think of that one as not necessarily a no. It just might mean that circumstances aren't quite ready yet, or that something might need to play out before it can come to fruition, that kind of thing. And then we have the bronze stand, number 4, which is a maybe. Okay, so there's our answers to our oracle spheres, and I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something good out of it. I hope you got something that's going to help you go forward and accomplish what you need to get your dreams and wishes. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, share this video and the channel with your friends and family. Plaster it all out there on all the different social medias so that they can check out the channel for themselves as well, because maybe there's some good messages for them. If you feel inclined to do so, I'd love to have you leave comments in the comment section. I read all of them, and they're very important to me, and I get a lot of good things from them. And those things also help out the channel greatly. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I welcome you to do so. It is free. And by subscribing and liking and leaving comments and sharing, all of those things help the channel grow, and it helps YouTube also decide to share our video with others, which is very useful to the channel and greatly appreciated, and I really do like that. Okay, guys, well, that's all we have for Pile 1 today. I look forward to seeing you in future readings. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading, and those of you that chose the Dream Catcher. Okay, which is appropriate for how to get your dreams and wishes to come true, I think. Let's see what kind of message we have for you today. Author, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make time to write it. Okay, so those of you who have been thinking about writing a book, or maybe just if there's some topic that you would like to get your views out there to the world, if it's a nonfiction type of thing, that might be something, and that might help you achieve your wishes and your goals and your dreams. Or it could be that you just want to be a writer, and so you want to write some fiction, and so maybe there's a story there. So be thinking about that. That's definitely something to do. Okay, we have the number 9 Hermit card. We have the number 20 Call card. The number 13 Transformation card. The 3 of Cups. The Star card. The 5 of Swords. The Justice. The 6 of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Justice card again. Wow. Okay. If you guys were inclined to, wasn't sure if you wanted to pick Pile 1 or Pile 2, you might pick Pile 1. There might be a few messages in there. There's a few cards that are similar and have some similar vibes to them. And so if you felt compelled at all, maybe you want to watch it. But what I'm getting here is you guys have kind of an intuitive nature. I'm almost seeing a very creative nature here. But it's kind of interesting because it's a balanced, you're not like a wacky, crazy, person who, people look at you and go, what? That person's really weird. No, it's more of, you have a sensitivity to the world, but you also have a lot of practical knowledge of how the world works. I feel like some of you guys have gone through some kind of rough battles in your life. You've had to deal with some heartaches and some rough things. Probably or possibly were brought up kind of poor. have had some knockdowns in your life, if you've had some things that have been a little emotionally trying, a little rough, and you've been able to balance out your life because of that. You've been able to see the world for what it is, but you're still kind of a dreamer, which I really like. I think that's really cool. And I think that's kind of what these Justice and the Swords cards are kind of denoting here. It's interesting because we have the Author and the Hermit card. And I often, sometimes when I think of hermits, I do think of people kind of locking themselves away in a room and writing. And so I'm thinking that that might be kind of, I think you guys might have some important things to give out to the world. And I don't necessarily mean treatises that will go out and change the world forever or the way they think. I just think you have some messages, or, and this could be in fiction as well as nonfiction. This does not have to be, nonfiction related, but I think that you guys have some important messages for people, important things to say that will help them feel a certain way and help them feel better about their lives and stuff. I see some creative energy going on here with the Three of Cups. You know, threes are very creative numbers in the Star card. So I really, and I almost feel like with the Call card here too, and the transformation, I just kind of just feel like you guys, if you guys sat down and wrote, and just get it all out, just whatever's bottled up inside you, whatever you've got going on, just get it all out there, and I think it will transform you, literally. I really feel like you're going to feel like you've met your calling if you do this, okay? Use your creative energy, use your powers, use your knowledge, and be able to put that out there, because I really feel like that's going to transform your life a lot. I really feel like it's going to, it's kind of interesting with the Dreamcatcher. You know, it's kind of Native American beliefs and stuff. And whenever I look at a dream catcher, I almost think of magical things happening, because the idea behind the dream catcher is that it catches your dreams and it helps the good ones flow out through the feathers and down to you, and it catches the bad ones and keeps them from coming to fruition. And that's kind of magical to me. And so whenever I see a dream catcher, I kind of get that, and I almost kind of feel like this is a magical thing. And I see you as kind of a very practical person. That's kind of where the Justice cards comes in. You're very practical. You're very, I don't think you've let a lot of your creativity flow in the past. Okay? I don't think you've let a lot of it out. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, which, like I said, this particular one kind of just made me think that maybe, things have been kind of hard on you and stuff, and that, if you found a pentacle, it'd be really, really, really useful. But I also kind of see it as the first step forward in moving forward in this journey for you, that, it could be financially lucrative for you, but definitely help you bring your dreams come true on that. Okay, we do have some charms here. I'm going to see if we have any other messages that might be useful in the charms. And we also are going to do our Oracle Spheres here in a minute. So if you can think of a yes or no type of question you'd like an answer to, we will be getting answers to that. Okay, so let's get our charms and see if we have any other messages or advice. But you guys, this was very straightforward. I really feel like just the writing would be an important thing for you guys. Okay, we have a G, an H, and an R. Those might mean something specific to you. They might be initials for somebody. I also kind of see hug going on here. I think it might be important for you guys just to get a hug from somebody, if that makes any sense to any of you. Okay, what kind of... Oh, I love the four-leaf clover and the shell. See, intuition. You guys have a lot of creativity and intuition, for sure. Whenever I see the shoe here, I always get kind of the, well, it depends. Sometimes I get like the luxurious feeling of, dressing up and being real successful and stuff, so I can kind of feel like this might lead you to that. But I also sometimes get the childlike wonder of playing dress up. And I think that goes along with your imagination that you guys have going on as well. Okay, and then we have the cat that's pouncing and going out. We have the bulldog. And then we also have the angel heart, or the winged heart. Whenever I see winged hearts, I sometimes think of loved ones or angels looking down on us and pouring out their love for us and that kind of thing. And especially with you guys, kind of being the author thing that we're talking about, you might even have a muse kind of on your shoulder there, and that might be symbolizing that as well. We also have some other lucrative cards here with the Jack and the Nine of Diamonds. Those are Pentacle cards, and I think that the nines show a lot of, almost to the completion, and also kind of the fulfillment of what you've been looking for and stuff. And so I really feel like if you guys follow this journey that, you're going to get, it's going to pay off for you very well, if that makes any sense. And with the cat and the bulldog here, the cat is pouncing and the bulldogs never let go and never stop. And I think you guys need to be fierce about this. I think you guys need to not let go of this dream that you guys have, or this idea, or if something came up during this reading, I think it's time to pounce on it, but also be the bulldog and not let it go, because I think that's important too. Okay, so we have 4 different stands here for our oracle spheres. We have 1 which is green, 2 which is blue, 3 which is bronze, and 4 which is yellow. So be thinking of your yes or no type of question, and then pick whichever stand that you would like your answer to be on, and then we will get our answers. All right, number 1, green, is a yes. Number 2, blue. Is a maybe. Number 3, bronze, is a very likely. And number 4, yellow, is another very likely. Okay, so we got a 1 green yes, 2 blue maybe, 3 bronze very likely, and 4 yellow very likely. Okay, guys, I hope that you got some messages out of this reading. Maybe it was a surprise to you. I know, sometimes when they're kind of straightforward like that's a surprise, you're like, well, really? A writer? You have to think about it. But I really hope there was some good messages here for you guys. If you liked the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Share this video and this channel with your friends and family. Put it out on all the different social media so that they can check out the channel too and maybe get some good messages. And also leave comments in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. All of those things are very useful to us. It helps the channel grow. It helps YouTube decide to share our video with other people, and it's very, very, very useful, and we really do appreciate it. Also, while you're here, you might want to check out our other videos on the channel. We have videos on how to read tarot cards. We also have videos that are flip throughs of the different tarot decks that we use. And we also have videos that are other timeless tarot readings on lots of different topics. So you might check those out while you're here as well. Okay, guys, I really, really look forward to seeing you again in the future. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the dragonfly symbol. Dragonflies are pretty cool. Okay, this is on what will make your wishes and dreams come true. And let's see what kind of messages we have today. We have outdoors. Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay, that's good advice for any time. Let's see what other things we have here. We have the Page of Fire and the Hanged Man. the Page of Earth, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords, Death card, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands. Look at all the pages we got here. The Five of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. First of all, I think you guys have been feeling and are feeling kind of dejected, kind of down, kind of rough. You guys have had a rough way to go recently, which is very clear here. And you're feeling kind of defensive a little bit, and you're also feeling like maybe you have to fight your way out of stuff. We have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Death card, the Three of Swords. These are all, even this Knight of Wands, which is a very contemplative kind of card. You might even feel stuck too, because we have the Hanged Man, and you might feel like you're in some rough situations here and feel very stuck. And I think changing up this idea that you've got going is probably the way to go, first of all. You know, because this says outdoors here, and to get outside and connect with nature and gain new creative ideas. I think that that's kind of important, because if you guys are in this stuck energy, if you're in this dealing with a lot of turmoil and fighting and loss and just whatever you've been having to deal with, okay, whatever that happens to be, based on these cards right here, it's just leaping out off the table here. Whatever it is that you guys are dwelling on, whatever it is that's happened that has led you to basically kind of give up hope, also feel stuck, also feel defensive and feel like you have to fight your way through everything, or that everything and everybody is going to fight you, or that you know, have gotten yourself in some pretty, rough predicaments and having a rough time. You know, whatever that is, whatever has caused that feeling, it's time to, like the card says, connect with nature. It's time to get out. It's interesting how we have the Page of Wands, the Page of Earth, and the Page of Fire. The pages are very, very youthful, young energies. The Page of Wands always looks like she's kind of going out on a new journey. The Page of Earth, once again, that would be connecting with nature and with Earth. And then we have the Page of Fire, which I would see as getting out there and, being curious about things, being alert, getting new ideas and new things. And so I think that that's kind of where you guys are needing to go, is start a new journey by going outside and getting fired up again about something, getting some new passions, care about something. You see how, she's working on the Eight of Pentacles, and she's very diligently hard at work, and that's okay. But she's also cooped up indoors. And in this particular card, it's kind of weird, but I've never noticed it like this before. But for this reading, I see that she's making the same thing over and over again. So she's kind of in a rut. She's kind of stuck. She's doing the same thing. She's stuck indoors, this whole world out here. She's working at it. Now, in some readings, I would say, hey, she's, working really hard. It's a really good thing, whatever. But in this case, I see it for you guys as you being more in, you're stuck in that whole energy of doing the same thing over and over again. And you feel kind of, trapped and stuck and defensive. And like I said, all of those things. And it's time for you guys to get a new energy, a new way of looking at the world, a new way of seeing things, and get your passion for something. I think there are some ideas. I mean, because look at him. He is sitting here. He's staring at this this plant, but he's thinking in his head. You can tell he is definitely thinking, okay? And if you're going to work on repetitive work, a lot of times your mind's going to wander too. So in Hangman, he's all about thinking. He's all about coming up with bright, new, creative, different ideas. And I think that that's where you guys are at. You guys need to take a step back from the world the way it is, commune with nature a little bit more, get outside, let the sun hit you in the face. If it's warm enough where you are, take your shoes off and, rub them in the grass or the earth, get planted, get kind of firmly there, and just let your mind go for a while and just kind of soak in the atmosphere and the energy. All of that will help you just clear your head and maybe help you get some new ideas to help you move forward, because I feel like right now you guys aren't moving anywhere. You guys are stuck in place. That's kind of the energy I'm seeing and I'm feeling, and it's really important for you guys to get out of that stuck energy, because that's your first step in going towards anything that you would like to see happen. But also, by getting a different perspective on the world and seeing different things in a different light, or just giving yourself a chance to be able to meditate, that will help you get new ideas. New things will come to you. Communing with nature just might help clear your breath and your soul just a little bit. And you might be surprised about how, those ideas will just start flowing to you. Ideas that you never thought in your wildest dreams would come to you. By just letting yourself get out of your everyday routine and communing with nature. Because sometimes we get so stuck in what we're doing on an everyday basis, or we get stuck in the house, we're not doing anything. Sometimes for days on end, and things start looking more bleak. Things start looking kind of darker. They look the same. And you'd be surprised just being outside, even for 5 minutes sometimes. If you just be out there a little bit and just kind of notice nature, if you have trees anywhere near you, you might notice squirrels playing in them. Or you might see some butterflies, or your dragonfly, flittering around, or other things. You might notice other things just by being outside and seeing some things that you don't normally see in your four walls. And I think that might help you clear out some of this other energy, and then that way you can have these nice, creative, cool, innovative ideas come to you of, okay, I can do this, and this will be a good thing. And then it might help you get on the path that will help lead you towards your dreams and your wishes and your goals. Okay? I know sometimes that sounds kind of simplistic, and it's not meant to be, because I know when we get stuck in this energy, sometimes it's really, really hard to get out of it. But the very, very first step towards this, in my opinion, and what I can see here, is just getting out and kind of seeing things from a different angle and a different perspective, and get out into the world just a little bit. If you don't have any way easy to do it at your house, go to a park nearby. Almost everywhere has some parks, or sometimes you have walking trails through forests, or just standing outside your front porch can be enough to do it. You can still commune with nature sometimes doing that. So just whatever will help you clear your head. And the more you do it, like even if it's just 5 minutes a day, but every day for a while, or the more often you do that, the better it'll help you feel. Take in that breath, take in that air, and you'll just see things from a new light. You'll be surprised how much your brain will start working very quickly, and new things will come to you. Okay, we have our charms here, and let's just pull out a few to see if there's any other messages that might be useful, or any other things. Okay, we got a P and a Y, which for some reason I thought pay. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but whatever you might have seen when you saw that. Okay, we've got a kind of a cupcake with a heart and a cherry. We have rainbow clouds. We have the salamander. I like the salamander because that's kind of fiery passions coming forward. We have the guitar, which is creative stuff. We have the doggy paw and protected. Okay. The dog paw, I with you guys specifically, I kind of feel like I see like a dog and a person running on a beach. That's kind of the outdoor naturey thing we were talking about earlier. Or I see a dog's paw in the snow. And once again, that's a nature thing. But I kind of think connecting with animals might be important for some of you guys. Because the nature thing doesn't have to be just the outdoor thing. It could be with animals. It could be with, working with animals. So if you like animals at all, if you have anything at all, maybe you can volunteer at a shelter. If you have your pets, go take them outside with you. Like, if you have a dog, take them on walks, go on long walks with them. You'd be surprised what kind of ideas can come along that way and all that. So I really kind of feel like that might be important for some of you guys. Okay. Also, with the rainbow cloud here and the protected, I feel like you guys have some very strong energies in the universe, like spirit guides or passed on loved ones or whatever, that are hanging out with you and kind of helping you, which is kind of good because you guys, like I said, have gone through some stuff and you've felt kind of beaten down a little bit. And just know that you don't have to be totally defensive because you are protected. Okay? You don't have to have your defenses up entirely. And like I said, the guitar is kind of just another creative energy. Whenever it shows up, I think you're creating music and other things, which you guys might be very musical or creative. We have another tarot card here. And it's a swords card. And it's so once again, this particular one, is showing the stealing of the swords, and I feel like this kind of just came to me, so I don't think the message is for everybody, but I feel like some of you guys feel like you're getting away with something, or like if you take time off from work, that you're basically cheating somebody or playing hooky, as it used to be called, or you're trying to think of the right way to put this. Basically, I think you guys are afraid to follow the advice that's been given out so far because you feel like you need to keep working. The Eight of Pentacles energy is showing up here with that you guys feel like you have to keep plugging along, you have to keep doing this. It's really, really important. And that if you take time out for yourself and get that kind of meditation stuff, that you're failing in some way, or that you're not doing something that you should be doing. And I'm telling you right now, even if it's just for a very, very, very short time, it's important for you guys to get out and do this. Okay? We all can't work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can't happen. I've been there where I've worked a lot of, overtime and kept going, and that's practically all I did was eat and sleep and go to work, and not a lot of the eating and sleeping part, and I know what that's like, but there's more to life than just that, and even if you just take a few minutes here and there, just a few, just to get away from that routine, get away from that's really, really important for some of you guys. So I really feel like that's there, okay? All right. We do have our Oracle spheres here, so we're going to have you ask a question, a yes or no type of question. One that has a yes or no type of answer. And we have 4 different stands that the answers can appear on. We have number 1, which is blue, number 2, which is green, number 3, which is yellow, and number 4, which is bronze. Okay, so whichever, you can go by number, color, position, whatever sounds good to you here, and that's where your answer should appear. So number 1, blue here is a yes. Number 2, green. Is a not sure. And whenever that shows up, that just means that there might be some things that still have to play out before the universe can answer the question. So it depends on maybe some certain things happening or not happening before there can be an answer. Or either that or the question was not stated clearly. I think that happens sometimes too. Okay, number 3, yellow. Wee wee woo. Come on, guys. Number 3, here we go. Number 3, yellow is a maybe. And number 4, bronze is a probable. Okay, so we have the blue yes, green not sure, yellow maybe, and bronze probable. Well, guys, I really hope you had some good messages out of this reading. Please give the video a thumbs up. Share this video and the channel with your friends and family. Put it out there on all the different social media so that they can check out the videos too. Maybe get some messages that's useful for them. Check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on different topics. We have videos on how to read tarot cards. We also have videos on different flip throughs of the different decks that we use so that you can see what they look like. So all of that, might check those out. Those might be fun or useful to you to look at. Also, leave me comments in the comments section. All of those are very useful to me. I really, really enjoy those, and they help me out a lot for the channel. Leave comments about the reading or what you'd like to see in the future, or just whatever. It's all useful to me, so I really, really appreciate it. Also, all of those things that you do, like liking and commenting and sharing with your friends, all of those things help the channel grow, and that's very useful to me as well, and it's very much appreciated. Also, if you have not subscribed, I welcome you to do so now. It's free to do so, and you can be notified of future videos when they come out if you hit the bell icon. Okay, so when you subscribe, you hit the bell, you can find out whenever we put out new videos when they're up. Okay, guys, I appreciate you guys very much, and I look forward to seeing you again in future readings. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 4, and welcome to your reading. And you guys are the ones who picked the word dream, which is nice. Okay, let's see what messages we have for you. Remember, this is on what will make your dreams and wishes come true. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial in your career and every other area of your life. Okay, so that's just important to know that just being creative and doing creative things is very useful to you in your life. So even if it's just a hobby, even if it's not something you make money at, but just do artistic things. This could be painting, this could be writing, this could be music, anything that's artistic in nature, okay? Not even just those 3 things. All right, we have the Star card, number 17, the 10 of air, the 4 of air, the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. I like the pages and knights together here. The 2 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Strength card. Okay. This one has a lot of similar energies to pile 1. So if you were drawn to that pile, maybe you should watch that one as well. Because I really see that you guys do have a lot of intuitive energy going on and creative energy as well. But I also kind of feel a little bit like you guys need to get that youthful energy back just a little bit. We have these pages, which, cups and swords. It's kind of interesting. The air is also swords cards, so I kind of feel like you guys might just be feeling, especially with the Six of Swords and these other swords energies and all, I kind of feel like you guys just feel like a lot of things have happened to you and like you're just not sure where to go. So yeah, I'm just thinking it's time for you guys to kind of take that foolish leap forward, okay? It's time for you guys to follow your dreams a little bit more. I think that might be the reason why you picked the word dream. Because I'm thinking that you guys have been holding yourself back a little bit. And I think it's time for you to get that youthful energy back and go for it. The pages are great because they are so youthful and they're curious and they're inspired and they have the full energy as well. They're so young, they don't know what life can do and all, and so they have great hopes for the future and for the world, and I feel like you guys need to have that as well, because I do think that there could be some great stuff come forward for you if you let yourself see the future and not the past and not what's going on before. The Four of Air energy is so much, not paying attention to what's being offered to us or what's in front of us or what is available to us besides the things that aren't that great. And the 10 is feeling a lot like things have overwhelmed us or whatever, but it's great in this particular deck because this deck is, more of having the strength to live up to anything that's come our way. Kind of showing, she's pushing the feathers along with her, with her air. We also have the Star card and the Strength, and then the 2 as well. The 2 of Pentacles so much as a balancing act, and I think that that's something you guys need to do is balance your life out some more, because I think you might have been going a little too far one way, but I do think, and that's kind of where the artist comes in, because I think for some of you guys, you might have been working so hard or dealing with life and its trials and tribulations and everything that goes on with life, that I think that the artist outlet, like letting your creative energies out in whatever way, like I said, it can just be a hobby. It doesn't have to be your work unless, of course, that's, something you would like for it to be. But by just letting that out there and doing that, I think it will help balance your life more, and then it will help you be able to move forward with your life and achieve your dreams and give you the strength that you want. Because I don't know what your dreams are, because they could be all kinds of things, depending on who's watching the video. They could be very simple things, they could be very complex, whatever. They could be fame and fortune, or just making money working for yourself, or opening a business, or they could be so many different dreams and so many different things. But I'm thinking that if you can outlet your creative energies into some sort of artistic pursuit, like I said, painting, writing, music, dance, anything that's creative that you feel inclined to do, it will help clear your head and help you think of things that will help you towards your goals of whatever your dreams happen to be. And it might be your dreams deal with something artistic. That's very possible. And if they do, well, then you just need to have the strength to go ahead and start doing it. Because you always have to have that first step forward, that first leap forward. And we have the full energy for that. And we also have the pages and the knights, too. The knights are willing to go out and charge and do these things. And so I just feel like you guys just need to be willing to take that first step forward in whatever it happens to be that you're wanting to do. I think you guys get stuck in your head a little too much, and you guys don't see your full potential, and you don't see what's possible. And by having the star card, you definitely have the creative energy and the other stuff that it would take to make this possible, whatever your dreams and wishes happen to be. You just need to take that first step forward, and that's where the Fool and the Knights and the pages come in. Is taking that first step forward, and I like the Page of Cups here too, because that deals a lot with our emotions and what we, our feelings and what we care about, and also our intuition, subconscious as well. And by being the page, like I said, they're the young, youthful energy, and they're full of idealism, and they're dreamers, and they're inner child. And I think that's where I get the feeling that you guys have not let yourself dream anymore. That the problems of life, the things that have happened to you throughout your life, the things that you've been dealing with have kind of crushed your dreams a little. You've let yourself believe that it's not possible to get your dreams, okay? And these pages show that it is possible, okay? They are idealistic. They are the dreamers. They are the ones that go out. The Knights are the strong ones. The aggressive ones are willing to go out and do that, and the Strength card gives you that strength. So it is still possible. You notice how on the Six of Swords, they've gone through a battle here. Their swords in the boat, but they're getting away from that battle, and there's hope towards the future. There's hope towards where they're going. They're still able to move forward and go on, and that's where you guys need to get that hope back again. No matter, what you've gone through and what's happened, yeah, life can sometimes really drag us down. Life can sometimes knock us all around, and we get stuck in that energy of, well, this is life, this is all it is, there's nothing better. And we get stuck in that sometimes, especially if we get knocked down a lot, and that happens. But it is possible. I'm here to tell you right now, it is possible to still dream and have dreams and work for your dreams. It is still possible to do that. And that, you pick this pile, you pick this reading, it came to you for a reason. And just know that that is the big message, is that it is still possible. That life is not meant to be just this hard, everything, is a struggle. And, get back your youthful optimism that you once had, because I really feel like you guys had that optimism at one time in your lives. And you guys did let yourself dream, and you did wish upon a star and all of these other things. And I felt like you had all that at one point in your life, but that you've let life kind of knock that out of you. You've let that kind of go by the wayside a little bit, and not look towards those dreams anymore, not look towards the future, not let yourself dream. You've almost been afraid to. And now is a good time to start doing that again. And I really feel like that's why you picked this pile specifically. Okay, we do have some charms here. Let's see if we have any other messages or other things that might help us along here with this. We're also going to do our Oracle Spheres here in a few minutes, so be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like an answer to as well, and we'll get those answers. Okay, so let's get our charms here and see what other messages might come forward here. I'm going to give them a really good shake up here. I think there might be some really cool messages in here for you guys. Okay. Ooh, we have the star again. And let's see what it says here. We got dream. See, dream. You guys picked dream, and then dream came out in your thing. That's very important. Dream. We also have the dragonfly, which dragonflies kind of show wisdom and that kind of thing. And so I think you guys have kind of learned some different wisdom here. We also have an M, F, and an S. Those might mean something specifically to you. You might be able to form some words with that. Words might jump into your head when you see that. They also might be initials. We also have the word miracle. See, that just shows that you need to believe in miracles. You need to believe in dreams. You need to believe that things can happen. That's also dragon. That's that dragon magical energy. It's also that strength. Dragons are also very strong and powerful and fiery. We have the musical symbol here, which once again shows creativity. It needs, showing that you need to do something creative. And we have the swan, which I always kind of think of, when I see the swan, I think of like the ugly duckling turning into the swan, or just being graceful and going out. And this pulled out a bunch of tarot cards, and these are all so small. I've not ever really been able to discern what they are, and so they weren't even supposed to be in here, but I think they got dumped in here by mistake when I was cleaning out my thing. So we have some of the same tarot cards actually that popped up in your reading. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have another the Fool card. We have the Fool card, yeah, and the Strength card. So we had some of the same cards actually that popped up in your reading, but like I said, most of these are really hard to read, and so I usually don't. Okay, now we do have some other cards that are a little bit larger, and I do usually be able to read. Once again, we have swords. We have the Queen and King of Swords. Now, swords energy is sometimes us getting too stuck in our head, but the Queen and King, they've reached the top of their suit, and so they are ones who have authority and discipline and all that, and you guys can have all of those qualities, and I feel like maybe you have had, they're honest, they're principled, they're independent, and I feel like maybe you guys have had those qualities, so much so that you've not like I said, you've not let yourself dream, and I want you guys to kind of get away from that energy a little bit. We also have the Five of Hearts. 5 usually means change. It also, being the Five of Cups, sometimes, we feel like we've lost something, or once again, we're looking at the negative side of things sometimes when that shows up. And I think you guys have learned a lot of wisdom, represented by the owl. You guys have learned a lot of wisdom from your life experiences and what you've gone on. But one thing you have not learned is that you can still dream. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that. And then we got health, happiness, and treasure. And I get that because those are our health and our happiness equals treasure, basically. It doesn't say that, but that's what I get from it, is our health and our happiness are to be treasured, and that if we have our health and we can work towards things that make us happy, then that's the most treasure of life, basically. And that's kind of just a message I kind of get, for you guys. And we also have the diamond here, which sometimes you can think of a diamond in the rough, which kind of goes along with the ugly duckling swan thing. I feel like you guys might be kind of a diamond in the rough. Like maybe there's something out there that if you just polish it up a little bit and get it on out there, like maybe your creative endeavors or whatever, that's what's really important there. And then we also have the star moon, which once again just shows about dreams and wishes, and that it's okay to have those, and also your creativity as well, because intuition and creativity are very much a part of that symbolism as well. So once again, you guys are probably more creative than you guys realize, and go ahead and use that. Go ahead and take that energy and that passion and do that. Okay, we have some oracle spheres here. If you've been thinking of your yes or no type of question, we have 4 different stands. We have stand 1, which is green, stand 2, which is yellow, stand 3, which is blue, and stand 4, which is bronze. And we're going to get our answers here. Oh, first one here. Not sure for green. That just means that there might be some other things that still have to play out before an answer can be given, because, not sure which way things are going to go. Or it might mean that the question wasn't real clear, and so the universe is having trouble answering it. Okay, and then we have number 2, yellow, which is a yes. number 3, which is a not now, which, like I like to say, is not necessarily a no. It just might mean things aren't quite right this minute. Some things might have to play out first. And then we have number 4, bronze, which is a very likely. Okay, so those are your answers to your questions. Green, not sure. Yellow, yes. Blue, not now. And bronze, very likely. Hey guys, if you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share this video and the channel with your friends and family. Put it out there on all the different social medias so that they can check out the channel and maybe get some good messages that are useful to them. And hey, if you leave me comments in the comment section, I really appreciate those as well. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And also hit the bell icon. That way you can be notified of future videos when we put them out. All of those things are super, super important for the channel. They help us out a lot. They help the channel grow, helps YouTube decide to share our channel. And I just appreciate it so much when you guys do that. And for all of you that have done that in the past, thank you very much. Also, check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of different tarot pick-a-pile readings on lots of different topics. We also have videos on how to read tarot cards and videos on the flip through of the different card decks that we have out there. So you can see what those look like. So you can see what the different cards are. So all of those things might be fun for you to do as well. So I invite you to do all of those things. And I'm so glad you were here with me today. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.